Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying healthy. I have a fun little distraction video for you today, just to kind of get our minds off of all the craziness going on yet. We are going to test out and play with a concealer today. And I am very excited for this video. I was actually just on my Instagram stories, just talking to all of you about my excitement for this concealer. And what we're talking about today is this right here. This is the Dermablend Cover Care Full Coverage Concealer. This I cannot wait to test out with you guys, because if you know me, if you're familiar with my channel at all, you know that this Dermablend concealer right here is one of my all-time favorite concealers. I've been using it for years. It has been on my channel for years. It's the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo. It's a medium coverage concealer. I have talked about this and used this in so many demos and reviews and makeup tutorials over the years. I love it. I have about 2 or 3 all-time favorite concealers, and this is definitely one of them. So recently I found out that Dermablend was discontinuing this. I actually needed to reorder it, and I'm searching and searching and looking everywhere for it, and I couldn't find it. So I called Dermablend. They're like, yeah, we're discontinuing it. I'm like, no. So I actually found some on, I think it was like Amazon, and ordered a couple more backups to kind of get me through. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot live without this concealer. And then I found out that they were just reformulating it. They didn't completely discontinue it, they reformulated it. So that is what we're testing out today, is the new formulation. So we're gonna do the old formulation versus the new formulation. And it better be as good, if not better, since they reformulated this. Every time something that I love gets reformulated, I always get so worried. I'm like, why are they messing with something so good? It's gotta be better. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. So just quickly, just kind of talking about what the differences are between the old version and the new version. The old version is 7 ml, and this was $26. The new version is big. It's actually 10 ml size, and it's $28. So it's $2 more, but you get a lot more product in here. The old version only had like 5 or 6 different shade options. My favorite perfect shade for me was in medium. But again, there was only like 5 or 6 different shade options. The new version has 16 options. So there's way more different, skin tone options and undertones for the new concealer. I still have the old version one in the box. Like I said, I do have a couple backups, so I could completely go over all the ingredients and just check out everything. I scanned all the ingredients. Basically, a lot of the ingredients were very much the same, in the same order and everything, but then the new version had a couple other ingredients, and I'm not even sure exactly what they were. They're not anything that really stood out in my mind, like ingredient-wise, of like, oh, I know what that is, that's this, that's this. It just was like a couple like random different things. So I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna do or what that did for the formula, but it's good to know that a lot of the same ingredients, same order and everything are the same. So a couple differences between the descriptions on each concealer as well. The old formula says it's gonna give you 16 hours of wear, whereas the new formula says 24 hours of wear. This also claims to be a medium coverage, and the new one claims to be full coverage. This concealer also is going to give you a nice, soft, matte, but natural finish. Whenever I think of matte, I think of like drying, and I don't like anything dry under my eyes, but that's why I loved this formula, because it was more matte, but natural, and it wasn't drying at all. So that's also what the new formula claims, is that it's going to give you that same finish, but it also gives you 24 hours of hydration, which I can tell you the old formula did as well. It was never drying under my eye. You could put this anywhere, even on like dry patches on your face, and it wasn't drying. So I really like that. And again, this one claims to do the same as the old, which I really like. The thing that I also really like about this formula is that it was always very thin. Even though there was so much pigment and coverage, it was very thin. So you could really apply it all over your face if you have acne scars, if you have hyperpigmentation or melasma or rosacea or anything that you really want to cover. This formula covered so well, but really kept your skin looking like skin. You know how some concealers are kind of thick and just don't blend seamlessly with your skin? This always did, and that is why it's always been one of my favorites, because I don't wear a lot of makeup, especially now. You guys know I've been foundation free. I don't wear much foundation at all, except if I'm like really going out or something like that. I just keep to my SPF and then my makeup. So this formula just blends seamlessly with a no makeup look. So if you love to wear no foundation like I do, you can still conceal under your eyes, spot conceal wherever you need to, and it just blends seamlessly with your skin. So with all that being being said, we're gonna test out the old formula under one eye, and then I'm gonna take the new formula under the other eye, and I'm gonna see how, you know, they look, compare any differences that I see, and then I will go throughout my day and check back in with you guys at night to see how they are both holding up, because I can tell you the old formula would hold up on me forever. I could put this on first thing in the morning, I could take this off at like midnight, and my under eyes still looked flawless. No caking, no creasing, nothing. So like I said, I am praying that this new formula is just as good. Okay, so I have nothing on. I have no makeup on my face, just my eye makeup and just my tinted SPF that I wear as my foundation. I have nothing else on my face, so we are going to conceal and throw on a couple little face products, and then I'll check back in with you guys later. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna give you a close-up look of these concealers going on, and let's get started. All right, let's take the old formula first. So like I said, this was the shade medium, and I'm actually gonna swatch on the back of my hand and compare it to the shade that I got, because I wanna see if it's actually pretty close. This medium tone was always so perfect for me, but I love that they have more shade options now too. I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and we're just gonna dab that in. Like I said, this formula, honestly, if you have more mature skin, if you have 20-year-old skin, you will love this formula because it's just so light and covers beautifully. Never looks cakey, never gets creased up or, you know, in little lines and wrinkles. It honestly smooths out your little lines and wrinkles and just makes everything look so seamless and flawless. There's definitely a reason I've been using this concealer for years. That's why when I saw they were reformulating it, I was like, please don't take away one of the best concealers ever. You guys know how picky I am with concealers. So, all right, that is the side with the old formula right here. Now this does say it's a medium coverage concealer, which I always found it to be more medium full. It honestly covers so well. So I'm excited to try out the new formula because that does say full coverage. So I'm gonna actually swatch on the back of my hand. That's the medium shade right here that I'm used to. And then I ended up picking this up in 30N, which is like a medium tone, I'm guessing, with a neutral undertone. And they are actually very similar on the back of my hand, so that's good. 30N, and then that's the medium. Medium, the old medium, is a slight bit peachier tone, very similar. So yay, I did good picking that out because I wasn't quite sure, but yeah, now that they're drying down, let me show you guys again. Now that they're drying down, they are really close in color. So if you are a medium in the old, then 30N is gonna be your shade. This does have a bigger doe foot applicator. Like I said, this is the little container of it. It is bigger, you get more product. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna go down this side. And then using another damp beauty blender, we're going to blend this side out. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is that it does have more coverage. I am noticing that right off the bat. I am so used to the other formula. I'm gonna be able to notice differences right away. Like I said, I've been using this Dermablend concealer for years, you guys. I love it. Holy smokes, you guys. Oh, whoa, I definitely see more coverage. Can you see the difference? The new side definitely has more coverage. Isn't that crazy? I always thought that this one has such great coverage, but when I applied this one, the formula feels just as thin, just as light. And hold on a second, let me look up close here because this is kind of shocking me right now. It looks amazing. It is still just as smooth on my under eye, very smooth. Just as blendable onto my skin. Like I said, it just blends seamlessly in with your skin. It's not thick, it doesn't lay on top of your skin. Oh, wow. Let me know in the comments if you really can tell a difference between the two sides. I can definitely see more coverage on the side, yet still, oh, the formula is the same. So far, very smooth, all of that. It feels the same, it blends the same, but yet this new one does have more coverage, you guys. That's not a bad thing. I'm gonna set both sides of the concealer with the Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime Blurring Under Eye Powder. Love it, love it. This powder is one of the best under eye setting powders that I've tried in a long time. I actually have it in the fair shade, which is kind of like white, and I don't want to say like translucent, but it's like more of a white, so it's kind of brightening. But then I really like this medium tone because it just, I don't know, I can use it all over my face and it's still good for under my eyes. I love this powder. This is such a great blurring powder and it just sets the under eyes so perfect. So I'm going to use this today on both sides. And then I also take it down anywhere where I applied the concealer. So here. All right, so I'm going to do the last couple things of makeup for the rest of my day here. I'm gonna take my Osmosis Pressed Base and I'm just gonna take this over just the T-zone a little bit. I'm gonna finish up my under eyes with a little eyeshadow underneath, and I have been using the Kat Von D. This is their contour powder palette. I've been using this as my eyeshadow nonstop and I've been obsessed. I love it so much. This is what I did today. So if you like my eye look, I used this contour palette. So I'm gonna take this, which I have in the crease, which is the lightest contour shade, and I'm just gonna smudge under my eyes. And then I'm just gonna use the MAC Gigablack Lash, this mascara on my lower lashes, finish up the eye look really quickly. Like I said, it was just a super easy, quick, just matte neutral eye, which is why I've just been loving this palette for my eye makeup. I've been doing it every day. All right, before I zoom out and do the rest of my face makeup, I just want to give you guys a super up close little look at both sides. Again, that's the new side, that's the old formula side, and I'm a little bit obsessed with the new formula. I have to admit, I did not think it's gonna get that much better because I love the old formula so much, but the new formula side is looking pretty darn good if I do say so myself. So finishing up with our face makeup, I am going to add a little bronze, and I'm gonna use that same Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of the lighter tone and a little bit of the medium tone, and I am just going to combine both of those, and I'm just in love with this palette again. You've definitely seen me talking about this a lot lately. All right, and then for blush, I'm gonna use one of my favorite blushes that kind of just goes with this everyday kind of nude look, which is the Buxom, the Wonderlust blush in Seashells. And I love this blush. I used Mykonos in my last makeup tutorial, and this blush is just a perfect everyday, just neutral blush. Sometimes you like a little peachy nude, you know, on your cheeks. So this is just my current favorite, like peachy nudie blush. It's so beautiful. For a quick highlighter, I'm taking my RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. So much easier to pick up your cream highlight when you have no fingernails. I'm so used to having like my nails done, and then digging into like cream products is always like not the easiest. But when you have no fingernails, it's like pretty easy. I'm gonna dab a little of this onto my cheekbones just a little bit. I've just been not into the whole highlighting thing anymore. I'm just kind of over it. I like something super natural, even something more matte, but I love this for just a good little skin-like glow. And there you have it. There's my easy, quick look. There is the new concealer. I am so excited to see how this wears throughout the day. And like I said, fingers crossed that it holds up and it wears just as amazingly as the old formula, because I can tell you right now, looking at the two sides, the new formula has more coverage and looks just as flawless. So I'm super excited about that, you guys. If you can't tell, literally this is like one of the best concealers of life. So I'm gonna go about my day. I have a long day of sitting around the house. So I'm going to go turn myself back into teacher mode now, and I will check back in with you guys later tonight, like after dinner, before I wash off my makeup and all of that stuff. And I will give you my final thoughts on the new formula versus the old. So I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, I am back. It has been 6 hours since I applied this concealer, and things are going good. I was talking to you guys on my Instagram stories. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do, because I talk beauty, skincare, all of that stuff on a more daily basis. So go check out my Instagram. I will link it down below. But I was talking to you guys on my Instagram story, and I was kind of like sharing both sides of my concealer, both sides here. And a lot of you guys DM me and said you could tell which side looked better. And it's really funny because you were all exactly right. So you could even see it on, you know, my Instagram. And if you guys are looking, Can you tell here on YouTube? I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in. All right, we're up close. Can you tell the difference? I know I can in person, and like I said, you guys could when I was talking to you on Instagram. So just to recap, this is the new formulation of the Dermablend concealer. This is the older formulation, which I love. And I am obsessed and so impressed with this new formula, you guys. I'm sure you can all tell on camera here. This new formula side has way more coverage. It is just as smooth. It makes my under eyes look flawless. Now this is 6 hours of wear and it looks amazing. And I could keep going. I'm telling you guys, this old formulation lasted forever. Now this is supposed to give 24-hour wear, 24-hour coverage, all of that. Now, I don't keep makeup on my face nearly for 24 hours, so I'm not gonna be testing that out. But you can see how good it looks. It's amazing. I am so happy this new concealer just surpassed the old one because I was very worried about that. Don't we all hate when something we love so much gets discontinued? It's the absolute worst. And that Dermablend concealer has been with me for years. And even throughout the day, my boyfriend could tell. He was like, oh, that new side looks way better. It is a definite winner. Yes, I can breathe again. I love this concealer so much. So I will link this new formula. I'll link it down below in the description box. Definitely check this concealer out. I love it. And I'm actually planning on carrying Dermablend on my new website coming up as well. I love Dermablend. Some of their products are some of my favorites. So I am very excited about that. And I'm trying to think, I think that wraps it up for today though, guys. I am so very happy that this came out to be a win on the concealer front. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for supporting me. As always, you guys have no idea what your support means to me. I have been through a lot this past year and past couple of months. I'm gonna do a whole update video for you guys, but your love and comments and support on my last skincare video, the facial video that I just did, I appreciate more than you guys will ever know. So thank you so much for your support, for your love. I love you all guys so much. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. It definitely helps out my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the big red button. Hit subscribe. You don't want to miss any future videos. I got my update video coming up soon. And that wraps it up for today. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.